Welcome to another 2-Minute Tech Tip Tuesday. Brought to you by the National RV Training Academy, the largest hands-on RV training academy in America. Hey, before we get to the video, which I know this is the reason why you're here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. Hit the subscribe button now. Thank you. Now, back to our Tech Tip Tuesday.
Hey, you may have noticed, I'm not Todd. My name is Sue Rasmussen, and my business is cleaning black and gray tanks. So I know a thing or two about what's going on in your tanks. I'm also an instructor here at the NRVTA. Today, we are going to talk about the thing that most people don't talk about, your gray tanks. We're going to talk about how to take care of them because everybody talks about your black tanks. Yeah. They don't talk about what to do about your gray tanks because most people think those gray tanks are just water and some soap. I can tell you there's a lot more going on in the gray tanks. And because I clean them day in and day out, the gray tanks end up being dirtier than the black tanks and they smell worse. So what's going on in your gray tanks is everything that's going down into in your shower and your sink is going down into your tank. So that includes skin, hair, fat, grease, food, coffee grounds, all that stuff is going down there into your gray tanks, and it's basically turning it into a petri dish down there. And then you add in heat and cold, and so everything is solidifying and liquefying. It's a petri dish down there. So one of the things that I talk about when I'm teaching people how to take care of their tanks in between a professional tank cleaning, which is where I come in, I teach them how to do some things that will prevent issues from happening and keeping those tanks working as long as we possibly can. So one thing for your gray tanks is limit what goes down into those tanks. One way that you can do that is, for example, when you're cooking and when you're cleaning up afterwards, rather than just washing your dishes and letting everything go down into the tank, take a moment, scrape all the food off into the trash, and then use a paper towel or a napkin and wipe all that off and throw that in the trash. So all that extra is not going down into the tank. Same thing with, instead of dumping your coffee grounds in there, don't do that. Dump the grounds into the garbage. So that's one thing you can do, is just limit what goes down into those tanks. The second thing that will really help is use some kind of a little strainer like this. It doesn't have to be this, but this is one of my favorites for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's a really fine mesh. It's going to catch a whole bunch of stuff that's going down in there. Even after you've scraped everything off, wiped off your plates, then you wash it, this is still going to be full of little scraps of things. And I also like it because it's inexpensive, because this is going to get dirty after a couple of months. It's going to get slime on the back. Sometimes it'll get rust, it'll get black mold. Here's the thing, that's up where it's clean. That's up where you're doing dishes. That's also happening down in your tanks. So this will help keep all that stuff from going down into your tanks. The other thing that'll really help keep those gray tanks clean is keep the gray valve closed until it's time to dump. I know a lot of influencers and even dealers will tell you, just keep them open. I'm going to tell you, keeping them open is a recipe for those tanks being dirtier because things will build up. And the second thing is there are critters and bugs living down in the septic system, and they will move their way in. And I can't tell you how many nests of bugs and pods and sewer flies that I have cleaned out of tanks because they move in and they don't leave. So the best thing you can do to keep your gray tanks clean and healthy and working well is, number one, prevent more stuff from going down there. So wipe it off, brush it off, put it in the garbage, use some kind of a strainer, and then keep those tanks closed. Also, whatever tank cleaner that or tank treatment that you're using, put some of that in your gray tank as well. And that will keep your tanks working well and as healthy as we can have them. So there's your tech tip.
All right, before you get to the bloopers, which is why you're here in the first place, the RV industry needs thousands of RV technicians and inspectors, and now is the perfect time to do that. If you want to make more money or have more control over your time, go ahead and click the link below. Or if you just want to learn how to fix your own RV, got something for you there. Head over to rvtechcourse.com and get started today. Now for the reason that you're at the end of the video, roll the bloopers.
So there's your tank tip. Oh, there's your tech tip.
Great too.
So there is your tech tip. Ah! Oh gosh.